The journey from the Grand Canyon to the Four Corners Monument along Route 160 takes you through a stunning and diverse landscape that showcases the dramatic beauty of the American Southwest. The Grand Canyon itself is a breathtaking sight, with its vast, rugged expanse of red and orange rock formations, deep gorges, and layered cliffs carved by the Colorado River. The canyon's sheer size and depth are awe-inspiring, with views stretching out as far as the eye can see, and the rocks strata reveal millions of years of geological history. As you leave the Grand Canyon and head east on Route 160, the landscape gradually shifts from the steep, rugged canyon walls to a high desert plateau. This area is characterized by wide open spaces, with sparse vegetation such as sagebrush, junipers, and the occasional pinyon pine. The land here is arid and dry, with a palette of earthy colors, reds, browns, and tans, interrupted by striking rock formations. Much of Route 160 passes through Navajo Nation territory, where you'll encounter mesas, buttes, and the occasional hogan. The land is dotted with small communities, and the open road offers panoramic views of the vast desert landscape under an expansive sky. Along the way, you'll see iconic red rock formations, and sometimes even wild horses. As you go through Navajo country, the landscape becomes even more dramatic. Navajo country is famous for its towering sandstone buttes and spires that rise abruptly from the flat desert floor. This iconic scenery has been featured in countless films and photographs and is characterized by its deep red and orange hues, especially striking during sunrise or sunset. Finally, as you approach the Four Corners Monument, where Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico meet, the terrain levels out into a more expansive desert plain. As you know, this part of the world is called the Four Corners because it's close to the only place in the U.S. where four states meet at one spot. Experiencing Route 160 and Navajo Nation is unusual, but when you finally get here, you could be in four places at once. There's a fee to enter, and no, your National Park Pass is not accepted because it's not a U.S. park. The site is managed by the Navajo Nation Park and Recreation Department. This is sovereign Navajo land, despite the U.S. flag. The flags of the four states and several tribes also fly above the site. The location was determined by surveyors with very primitive tools in the late 1800s. And, well, today's GPS systems indicate that it's 1,800 feet off, but that's pretty good for back then.
Utah, the video's running in, so say hi. Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona. We made it. Hey.
Legally, this is still the official boundary of the four states. In 2010, the site was upgraded and permanent vendor stalls were built around the perimeter. Tribe members sell everything from handmade pottery to fridge magnets. Plenty of local food sellers too. This is a rather remote spot and it's off the grid. Some of the vendors have generators though, and that also affects when the site is open. The hours may vary depending on the time of year. There's no running water either. Obviously, Four Corners Monument is in a rather remote spot and it's off the grid. Some of the vendors have generators though, and that also affects when the site is open. The hours may vary depending on the time of year. If you come with respect for this sovereign Navajo land, you'll be glad you came, so you'll be able to check it off your bucket list, as we did.